Alrighty. It says we are live. Sweet. Just give me a minute so that I can grab the link here. Link address. So I'll call that. And then just give me a minute so that I can. Yes. And I'm just gonna post on the Discord just to say, hey, I'm streaming. The link. Bam. Okay. And then I also wanted to try something that I saw in thing. So I have this chat, but supposedly with OBS. So what I want to try to do is make sure that if the rare one person that comes in this chat room comes and chats, I don't want to miss it. So I am going to take the chat here and split. So supposedly now I can, yeah, it should. Okay, so move this away, but I can actually have it somewhere over here, and I can actually then still display it. So if I transition, yeah, okay, there we go. There we go. So now it's actually overlaid there. Now, of course, it's really ugly. So let's maybe size it down for a bit, and then chat. If I, and then I go, I seem to say that I could like, that's not cropping it though. I want to crop it. I need to make a filter. And then, is there like a croppy crop? Crop. There you go. And then let's go bottom 60, 120, or not 120, just to show you guys what I'm doing. So it's 110. Pretty good on the top. And then take some of the top. So let's go like 110. Sure, let's just do that. I guess I can just like inch these down and be the better way to do it. And then that's good. Okay. And then supposedly each mask blend is that. Yeah, so the color would be white. That doesn't seem to actually do anything. Oops. Or do I lower down the opacity then? Nope. So oh, I know this is a mask image. Okay, never mind. You know what, for now, just having this thing in the window, I think is fine enough. And then what I'll do actually is I'll take this. Can I actually not have this in studio mode and just instantly update? I think this is, yeah, this is what I want. But I want to go to this thing and just make it taller. Yeah, and then, but also there. No, it doesn't like the fact that I made it thinner. Oh, I'll just make this thing physically thinner. Okay, there we go. So now it's on that side, and then I'm gonna take my actual thing here, I guess, and just do it here. We'll see if that works. Well, I guess that kind of defeats the purpose in that I can't see it now. Well, that was a lot of time wasted doing nothing useful. So let's just forget I ever did anything like this and just throw this thing here. It's going to sit here because the main point is that I actually need to see it. And if I can't see it, then there's really no point. All right, anyways, let's just continue on. I have now spent 6 minutes doing nothing. All right, anyways, let's get back into coding stuff. So just gonna quickly go into play mode and just remind myself where I'm at. So I set up this whole first person view. I have a flashlight now. Yeah, this is way more terrifying for sure. I don't know if it's like better for long-term gameplay and stuff. I'm gonna have to adjust a lot of other things here. Also make it work, but I think like the distance view for the lighting is good, but I feel like the flashlight's pretty weak right now. Like it does not get you very far. So one thing I might do just right off the bat here, just pause it for a second and go into Ready Player, Spotlight. Which one's the Spot? Okay. So with Mr. Spotlight here, I am going to, yeah, you can see like it's got this little line here. This is the distance. So let's make that like a hell of a lot longer. So I don't care about angle, I care about range. Range. Now, maybe I don't know, maybe see how 20 feels. I go back into the game and I now charge up my flashlight a bit. That feels like maybe it's long enough, but I feel like now it's way too strong. You know? Maybe you don't. This is... Oh, so does this thing actually need shadows? Probably not. It's probably less of a concern. So let's just quickly... No shadows, it doesn't need that. Spot angle. I thought there was like a fall off. I guess range and intensity kind of make that. Use color temperature mode. I wonder what that does. Interesting. I just want to see what this does. So if I turn on my flashlight now. I think it's a little bit better just by, I guess, making a little bit more runtime. A little bit more on the warmer. There we go. Charge up my flashlight. I feel like it's definitely too bright at the maximum intensity. So, yeah, and to just to purely test this, I don't want to have deal with it going down. So, if I Charge up my flashlight. Turning it off. Switch it up. Okay. I want to. Yeah, I want to keep it there, but I think it's supposed to pause it. Filter. Is filter and temperature? I wonder. I actually don't know how any of this works. But I liked it in a little bit more of the warmer tone because I think flashlights are typically a little bit more like that. Indirect multiplier determines the intensity of the indirect light being continued. No, I don't care about that. And then intensity, light color is multiplied by 1. Kind of interesting. Yeah, there's no fall off, but I guess. Yeah, I guess this is just intensity that has to do with that. Or maybe I can. No, yeah, it's just gotta be intensity. So, but maybe I think a 50, is 50 a little bit better? No, 60 is probably still fine. It gives you a good enough setting there. And then if I just played with intensity for a moment, right? It's obviously 0, 1. That's way too bright. But like if I made theoretical maximum, maybe like instead of 1, I made it, 6, 7, 8, 9. I feel like 8 is maybe a better maximum. 1 just feels a little bright. It's 0.8, 0.9. Let's just make 8 the max. Like, flashlight needs to have a maximum value. I think right now it is hard coded as like 1 is like the maximum. I guess I was thinking that like intensity was just like a 0 to 1 value. Yeah, right here. Okay. Also, thought about it, and I like flashlights charging while being on, so I'm gonna put that back. Okay. But I do need to have that second part here. Else, if flashlight's unable, because this part's the passive charging. So if flashlight is not charging, they'll be able to do that. And this just says that's actually interesting. I do have a flat mesh light max power, but yeah. Okay, no, it's the min of the max power. Okay. Well, it's the power, but then is max power. I guess max power is directly the thing there. So max power, max flash. Right. So the counter on that is that max is 3. Oh, and I guess it can actually go up to 3. Yeah, and so I was kind of oh, but this part clamps the intensity there. Okay, so let's just make another thing here instead. We'll add it as a public float. So instead of hard coding it to 1, we'll say public float
Max flashlight intensity. Make that equal 1 by default, and that's so that the other one, that's the third person, will still be fine, but I will go clamp normal version that then has 0 and max flashlight intensity. So by default does the exact same thing, but you know, we'll make it work for this other stuff. Well, I can lower the max, I can charge the flashlight, and there we go. That's good then. So let's reload Unity. I'll probably have to not be playing. Want to do that? Yeah. I'm going to change a lot of these things. So I think for the first person, I'm going to say the max is 2, which means that it gets like half before it starts actually showing anything. Charge per press, fine. Charge per second, I actually do want to make this higher. I'm going to make it 0.5. I'm going to see how that feels. And then again, I was going to change this to 0.9. Was it 0.8? I think it was 0.8. And then flashlight power decay. If it starts at 2, I'm going to put that down to like that. Fly. All right. Let's keep moving. Okay, so now I have. Oh, I also didn't change the range. Okay, so I have to go do that part. But yeah, that's much better. Okay. So then let's go change range to 20. What's going to change this, I think? So yeah, there's nothing in here. Yeah, I don't really care about the shadows. And again, the reason I don't really care about the shadows is because in first person, you won't see many of the things that are, because the light's like literally right where your face is, so you're just not going to see anything that's shadowed. So there's no point rendering them. So there's that. I'm going to have all those things set that up. We'll apply. Just really surprised this light doesn't have like a fall off. Is the point light fall off? No. No. I must just be comparing it to like this. Hear the sounds. When you look at these things, they have the 3D sound settings and they have like these fall off graphs. And that's kind of, I guess, what I was expecting the light to have, right? Because there's certain lights that are very bright, really close, and they fall off, I would have think. But maybe lights don't actually work like that. Maybe lights don't have fall off, and I'm just imagining that they should. Okay. Anyways, flashlight. Light my way. Oh, I also did that like the coloring. So let's do this temperature mode. Make it slightly in the lighter one. So this is just one filter color. Right? Is that filter 2, I wonder. I guess that's just the normal light, and then I make it a little bit grayer. Maybe a little bit more. Very barely, I think. Okay, try that. Flashlight on. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Apply. I just want to. Yeah, these. Those. But those I don't care about. Yeah. At one point in some other project, I think I had like a flashlight cookie that made this might have worked to make the like a flare. I don't know. Oh, the cookie, yeah. There you go. But I don't think I have that anymore, so I'm not gonna bother with it. It's fine for now. So modify apply. Okay. So that part done. I don't think I'm gonna. Okay. The only other thing I want to do is just verify I can actually beat the game with first person because I've never actually played the whole thing first person, so I don't know. Like it could be possible. It could have some weird thing that I find. I go maximize. Let's just get into this, play it. Oh god, the pixelization, honestly, at this close, that might be a little much. You know what? Sorry, one more thing I gotta do. Got to be done. So maybe just that makes it worse. Okay, let's just 20 to bit. So obviously this is like none, right? But let's make it pixelated, but like no, not as much as it was before. It's like what was it before again? It was 128, which made sense I think for the further out look, but I think 156 would be the double amount. I feel like that's maybe too little, so 2. Go like 180. Sure, 180. We'll try it before applying it. I like if I look at something kind of closer. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with that for now, at least. We'll see if I need to go up later to kind of keep the aesthetic, but I think it's fine. Okay. Let's. What did I have to send in? M. So M is. Again, let's just maximize this. So I guess, yeah, I noticed it more when I was maximized. Sure. So M. M is dash dash. And then I have the sector, which is OR, but I want to first. What? Why is there no door? Oh, okay. I totally turned the wrong thing. Okay, so D. D is dash dash dot. Oh, it's dash dot dot. Okay. So now I have my little safety door over here, and then that is OR. Okay, so OR. O is dash dash dash, of course. And then R is dot dash dot. So didn't probably leave enough space. Okay, so dash dash dash. There we go. Oh, that was actually, yeah, that was another thing I need to do is no match for that needs to actually convert it into Morse code because no one knows what I mean by that. Um, so I'll look into replacing that in a second. Okay, but anyways, let's. Right, actually, I'm gonna before I. I wrote that down in my own chat, so I will remember it now. Okay, so I got a code, so I can go interact. I go grant FB. And then I gotta remember O is, oh god, what is O? Wait, no. Oh, it's coming from me. Oh god, I messed up. H. What is H? What is H? What is H? Which is dot 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 dot. I think I closed it in. I closed it in. Now where the hell am I? I am okay. Whew. Okay, it was D. Right, so D is. Oh god. So the monster's like where I need to go now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is. So I do not have much time here. So what is the code? Y. What is Y? What is Y? Dash dot dash dot. Okay. Dash dot dash dash. Oh god, that's code. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, run away. Dash dot dot. Ooh, okay. Safe for now. Oh my god, it was great. I have the door code. Except I forgot that it just automatically. So should revoke. Revoke one. Is he in there? He's in there again. Dash dot dot. Okay, so he's gonna walk by me now. Dash dot dot. Okay, and then I have this door assigned to a slot, so I just go close. Aha! Suck it, monster. Take the extra little key slot here. Okay, and then X. Okay, so what is X? X is dash dot dot dash. Transit. Okay. That's a WN, I guess. W N. W, so dash dash, and then N is, I think it's dash dot. Yeah. So dot dash 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 dot. That's what. Oh, it's NM. Yeah. Okay. So the problem is because. Because the way the third-person game always looked is it always looked like this, right? So you'd always look at them like this. So that's the thing I will have to note down. Should probably stop doing this consistently in the code. But let's just open a notepad here. Where are you, notepad? Notepad.
Thank you. Okay. So I need to make add Morse code into what's it? From format to dash like star dot something. I don't know. I need to figure out which symbols I can use to this that line up nicely. I know there's like a bullet thing, so I'll use that. But anyway, so I'll make that into that, and then I will also doors differently. I don't know. I'll have to figure out something like that. Yeah, that's definitely a thing that people are gonna be like. So this is NM. So dash dot and then dash dash. Dash dot. Okay, so can't get into this transit thing because I have not done this. So the level is FD. Check this. I'm going to open door 3 and I'm going to revoke it because I don't need it anymore. Revoke 3. Okay, and then I'm going to go and I'm going to enter in this code here. FD. So F is dot dot dash dot, and D, I did this before, is dash dot dot. Okay, so dot dot dash dot dash dot 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 dash dot dash dot dot. We're supposed to, yeah. So I need to send FD back, all the way back in the bridge. Luckily, I have both of these slots still, so that's actually not too bad. The monster is, of course, in this hallway, I believe. So yeah, there he is. Okay. But actually, what I want to do probably is go dash dot dot. So let him walk by here. Dash dot dot. Wait until he goes into there. Close that door on him. Okay. So now I'm safe for the time being. Boom, boom, boom. I need to charge my flashlight. Okay. Keep toggling it. Okay. So now that I'm here, I go dot dot dash dot 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 dash dot dash dot dot. Okay, PSU. So grant PSU. Okay, now that's opened all the doors. So I need to run now because the monster could potentially decide to run over here, but he's seemingly not. So lucky me, I guess. She could dose him in though he's decided to be over here. Okay, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. Eat it. Yes. I've escaped. I have won. It says though I beat level 0. Which is probably actually true. I did probably beat level 0. So that's fine. Right, okay. It's because that's what the difficulty manager says. Difficulty manager wording. Prefabs, no, resources, difficulty manager. It is difficulty 0. So I need to +1 this because player facing, this is going to be difficulty 4, and that's going to be difficulty 1. So that is something I need to fix. So let's go and fix that. So let's go to not this, the windscreen. That's what I want to find. Screen.
Visual Studio. I'm so used to. Where's my solutions for? Solutions for. Search for green. Green. That's good. There you go. I got it. Can you go away? I don't want your name. Beat level. Yeah. +1. There we go. Done. That is easy fixing. Okay. Okay, so now we're not so easy fixing is how do I deal with these guys? What is this one? Rotation is world rotation. And what do I do again? Right, so no, this was actually set up so that for potentially other doors that I'm not quite seeing. This doesn't have it. So maybe I coerce something in to that script where I say if the player is 3D, I flip it or something. Or actually assume, okay, so if I just went and made this -90 with the code that I have now with this thing, right? I run this. It does flip it. Okay. So, with that in mind, what I could do is I could go and do this guy and have some things. Let's run it only run once. This is on enable. That's what I will want to happen here is I want to add another pool here. And this will be public pool. Public pool. Not public pool. Public bool. That will be, I'll call it ignore, or I'll call it disable if first person. Wow. That spelling is horrible. Disable if first person. Okay. And we'll make it true by default. So this means all the existing ones will not run. Well, the existing ones will handle this, but I can make them stop. And then I can go and say, if disable first person and base character dot character is a character. Character FPS, yeah.
So if it is a first-person character, then we're gonna go enabled equals false, and we're gonna just get a nope out of there. Okay. That's good to me. Okay. And then all I need to do is I need to go to this thing. I need to apply this change. Apply to thick variant, I guess. The only thick variant, yeah. So now all of them are like that. And so that should be good. Okay, so again, it's not really a long-term solution, but it is something that will make it nicer for playtest when I do it, because I won't want it to be really confusing in that part, because this should be a W by my knowledge. So dot dash dash. Yeah. Okay. Sweet. Yeah. There's chances when you're going into it. Okay. There we go. So that's a much easier fix than I was thinking it could have been. Could have been more nasty. But it works for now. Okay. So we've done that. We've got adjusting notepad. Do I quickly make a change to this? Maybe. Let's see how annoying that is to make change to. So need to go into this thing, search for Morse code something. Terminal config difficulty settings Morse code decoder. The script, okay. So Morse letter, yeah, da, 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 da. So and input. Okay, so if I do this, output letter, output word. Where do I output? Right, so it's added 3, it's added 4. And then we add a space. And let's convert. This is a system 2 string check. Right, okay, so yeah, that's what I'm outputting it like that. It's definitely an interesting way to do it. Symbols on. So if I symbols count is greater than 0, it's been a very long time since I wrote this. So code entered, and then we add it. Right, so this is like when, if we have done everything,
So the output letter is when you get to outputting a single letter, it's just not going to understand it. So what I probably want to do here is make it so that instead of displaying convert check, I'd probably go to symbols and convert that to Morse code display, because this is what all these Morse code looks like in bits. I'll convert from bits, power to 2. Bit string to where do I use that? I could convert int. How long is this going to take me to get through? Can just go, yeah. String system dot input. It's I forgot what a string builder. I just type in string builder and then it gives me an idea. Is it just in system? I feel like that's not. System string builder. Okay, builder new string builder. I guess I might as well just make this whole thing a string builder. So we'll start with this, and then we are going to go. Which is the easiest way to do this? It's probably through this for loop of symbols. I haven't cleared the symbols yet. Okay, no, good. Good. Okay, symbols. So then, if that's what I will do is so the first one's always gonna be a 1. That's like guaranteed. So, and I guess I can assume the letter that I'm currently looking at is always going to be there. So I might as well only look at 1 here. So now, if symbol dot I if this is true, that means it's the second one, which means it's 3. Which, if that's the case, it's a dash. So I'd go builder dot append and 1 small second. Just want to look up what the best, because so I'm thinking I could do dash, but dash right in the middle. It says it gets right in the middle. But I do need the bullet because none of the other dots appear in the middle. So I'm gonna
Random tab here. I'm gonna go Unicode bullet. Okay, there we go. So it's gonna be U dash dash 2022. So if I then in my else here type builder dot append and then I go slash u 2022. It should, does this actually tell me what it looks like? No. Oh, we'll see what it looks like in a minute. Okay. Now, this, I'll just want to go to the next spot. No. It's basically, I want to jump to the next non-zero. Now, if I know that the way this is going to be formatted is I know that it's going to be either 1, and then the next one's going to be 0. So I'm already looking at this, right? So if this is a 1, I guess if it's false, then I just go to the next one, and that's actually fine. No, actually, I need to again go, because I know the next one's going to be 1, right? So I already know this first one, so I just want to go to the next one. If I am here, I want to get over to potentially the one after that. Although I still need to actually, in this case, cover that. Maybe I do. I do start with 0, but then I go and I have a safeget. Save or try symbols dot. What am I special? So not, did I get random, get closest? Okay, so I actually don't have, but in this case, actually, so if symbols dot count is less than or is greater than equal to I plus 1, because I should be I, because then I can get it. Let's do it the other way. If I plus 1 is less than symbols.count, and symbols dot I plus 1 is true, then we append this. So we know that it's going to be a 3, right? So it's going to be one of these. And if it's not, then it's one of these guys. And no matter what, I think I need to do an I plus plus. So no matter what, I guess I am. This is a weird ass for loop. Let's put I plus 2. But in the case that I append this, so in this case, right? So I'm here. I'm going to go plus 2, but I actually want to go an additional 2. Whereas with this one, I just want to go 2. And so I need to actually go I plus equals 2 again. And then we are going to go like this, go builder to string. There we go. I don't think I need to actually go builder.clear or anything, right? I guess might as well. Just... Probably doesn't need to be done then, but oh. And then we can close that good old guy and get back into here. Let's save that. Yes, okay. Let's just test that going on. Alrighty. Say I go. Yeah, no match for dash dot dot dash 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 dot 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 dot. Okay. So there's no code for that, right? But that actually is big. Right, that actually is human readable. That makes sense, right? Like you're typing something and you screw it up, you'll know that hey, I didn't put the space there. Right? You'll see that it's just one long line, right? Which I think is definitely a lot better. Okay. So now that I've done that, next thing to do is the whole player spawning thing. So there are two parts to this. So the way I did it with difficulty manager is I have this difficulty manager here, and it is kind of nice to have it here because I can change settings in a debug way in my editor. I don't have to come back to the main menu to play, which I actually quite like quite a bit. So I'm probably going to keep that billing mode. Okay. I don't know why I kept them. So I'm probably going to make another manager, kind of like in the idea of difficulty manager. Eventually, I'm probably going to need to change a little bit of this so that I can wreck all of them in the sense of like I play a game and I want to reload, and I should probably have something to like collect them all up. The question is whether or not I want to do that now or later. I do have the manager hub, which could potentially have some behaviors that I take from it. So the thing about the manager hub is all these managers are related around like a game level loop. And so all of these guys are located in this because they're meant to exist only in the level. And only in game levels, not like outer levels. What I could make potentially, there's no real reason why I can't make difficulty manager into one of these managers and just not do anything on game over. And then I could have a persistent manager that I actually instantiate in runtime. Which this feels good. I think that sounds like a interesting thing. So let's try that method. Although I'm gonna need a way to know the difference between a persistent manager hub and a level manager hub. What is referencing here? So actually, why don't? Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna get into this, I think, and then the player spawner, I think, shouldn't hopefully take too long, so we'll see if we can get to it. But I think this is a cool thing to work out. Okay, so I'm gonna have some here stuff here. So where is this? Manager hub. Okay, let's go into managers, where a manager hub is. And I have a base manager here, and I have the difficulty manager. Okay, so there's base manager, but I want to create C# script base manager hub. Let's just close all but this. Are there no more things now? Anyways, okay, so we'll do that, and then we're gonna open up the base manager hub. And okay, so I also want to open up base manager. And I don't get why Visual Studio wants to have like separate sides. I want them all on this side. Anyways, okay, so I had the base manager. This is an abstract thing, so I might just go and then in the same class, just go public abstract class. And I'm going to call this a level manager. Instead of base manager. Base manager. And I will define the persistent manager, although I don't know if I want to just call it game manager, or do I want to call it persistent manager? I'll call it game manager because it's like controlling a game versus a level, which is managing a level. I think that's a nice distinction there. And then I have 10 references to this. Need to go to all these guys. And change it to level manager. There's not a better way to find all references. Yeah, that'll just be the better way to do it. Okay, Morse code. This will be a level manager. Save. This will be a level manager. Save. And this will also be a level manager. Save. Okay. And then the next stage is in here. I'm gonna then move. Actually, I can't move that yet because this will still complain about it. Okay. So manager hub. I need to move. I'm gonna move. I guess kind of this part. to base manager. No, not base manager hub. Okay, so he's going to be taking that, and then the manager hub is now going to inherit from base manager. No, not base manager. Base manager hub. And I'm not going to do that part. We will fix that part in a second. So this right now wants manager hub, which I don't really care for. So I'm going to make this. This is going to be the generic part, and I'm going to say where he extends from base manager hub. All right, but that's so the mass manager hub is also going to be generic. That's going to be fun. Of you. So this is the. It's gonna be fun. Just stick with me here for a second, and then you extends from base manager. I can remember how to say where again. No, that's not how I do it. Base manager. It's complaining because base manager hub, I think. I think that fulfills the loop. These are fun little generic things. Okay, and then base hub, which will have T. Oh god, this definitely becomes good fun here. So what have I got myself into? So it has to be T, but then T has to be where T extends from base manager, right? But base manager has two generics, and that is gonna be T and U. All right, so base manager has T and U, which I'll need to define in that one. And U is a base manager, and TU is the manager. Whew. This is a fun connection spree. I'm hiding my chat. Good thing no one chatted me. It's all good. Okay. So base manager, we have the what is the T? Okay, so what is the T in base manager again? So the base manager T is U and then T. Whew. Where T. Okay, so comma T actually.
it's self-referential, which is kind of a mindfuck, but it's generics, man. There's something. Okay, and then U, and then U extends from base manager. I learned in the last one that it is you say you where twice. Okay. So where T there, and then instead of a comma, I use where you send from base manager. No, base manager hub. And T comma U. Is that actually compile? Yeah. Okay, so type U cannot be used as type T. The type U cannot be used as type parameter T in the generic type or base manager 2. There's no implicit reference to conversion from U to base manager hub T. Yeah, I know this. Yeah, this is definitely messed up in multiple ways. So I need to see like both of these at the same time to properly sparse this out, I think. Okay. Base manager. I need to have a reference. I want to be directly referencing the manager hub. Why again do I need the manager hub? What does this do? Initialize. Like parent. What is? Want to have this guy getting his initialized call. What is that actually doing? Why are they needing the hub? The hub just to get like other. It might just be able to get base. So I might just be able to make the base back. Same thing. Okay. So for base manager, I might not need all this crazy stuff. I might just be able to deal with base manager. That is of this type. So I do need T where T extends from base manager. Wait, how's that? Because I want base manager to have a generic parameter, right? But maybe I can do it in a way that is basically a reference to base. It's inherits from mono behavior, empty class, and then this inherits from that. And then this is a T class, and T just has base manager. Okay. Base manager still have T. Why does it need a T though? It doesn't need a T. Okay,
So massively simplified generic structure there. And the whole reason why I wanted to do that is so I can instead go T here, and instead go T here, and instead go T here. But then that saves me the trouble there. And I think most of these, I need to change all these to base manager hub now, but I think most of them don't seem to need it. Let's go save. Here's base manager, initialize. Go to implementations. Oh, the other ones don't count as implementations right now, do they? Okay. Do they even use hub? This one doesn't use hub. Okay. I guess the way to define them all would just be find references. Morse code decoder. Where are you? Oh, okay. Base manager hub. There we go. Again, it's not even needed there. Initialize. That's on this one. I think I've already done. Ooh. Code display. I don't think I've done. Okay. Initialize. Yeah, this is another unit. I don't know why I supplied this in. Maybe, yeah, maybe the idea is eventually that I'm going to be getting those, but so then base manager hub, I need to make this instead to be protected, and manager hub will be inheriting the level manager version of base manager hub. We'll also override the base manager hubs protected virtual awake, and in this override of awake I will go hub equals this, and there we go. So I think that kind of fixes that stuff. I'm going to change the manager hub to in Unity first, though. See if we've fixed anything or broken anything. Okay. No compile errors, it seems. Cool. Okay, so then we're going to go manager hub. Again, just change this to level manager hub. Copy the name. Open her up. And then in here, going to rename it. Okay. That should also then save all the related things that might call it. I don't think there is. I don't see that many things that I actually call it yet, so. Level manager health does have 3 references, which, yeah, both got updated. So both the game over states got updated. And so then that's good. And then I have my base manager. I want to move these to just the level manager, because the game manager, I don't think it's enough of these. Maybe we'll backtrack on that at some point, but the game manager should be, I think, distinct from that.
Does it hurt to have them implemented though? I don't know. I think like other things will game managers will then notify, or the level managers will then notify the game managers like of a result if like I'm getting resources or something. Those ones would notify the game manager to then like track those things. So I think that's fine. All right, and so this is going to be changed to level manager. And then I can then go over to here. And I'm going to create a C# script. And I will call this a game manager hub. At this point, I'm probably going to just delete all but this, but I'm going to open up the difficulty manager. Difficulty manager, which I am now going to make inherit from game manager. And I'm gonna go override, initialize, and I'm gonna make this stuff, I guess. I put in there. No longer need to call destroy unload though, because that'll already happen. And I don't think I need to do this part. Yeah, because this hub will manage that part. Alright, so I just don't need to do. No, yeah, I don't need to do that part. So hub again, manage that. And then the thing here is I'm going to take this part. So I do want to make, I need to take the instance equals part and put that in the instance, yeah. And then I'm going to just copy this part or cut this part out. I no longer want that part to happen there. I want the game manager hub to handle that part. And again, this is going to override base manager hub of game managers. And I will make it do that. But otherwise, I think the base manager does all the things I need to do. Okay, so then I do that, and then I go into I could just rename this to be game manager hub. And then I'm going to add component game manager hub. And I want to move it up one. Can't make it above. Yeah, you can't make it above. So that's fine. Yeah. Okay, though. Now that I've done all this,
The question is whether or not this actually needs to be a game object, but it's just probably better as a scriptable object. But I don't want to make sub-scriptable objects. And yeah, okay, so never mind that. Alright, this is fun. Let's just test if it works. Do I get compiler errors when I click play? I do. I do get compiler errors. Difficulty manager. Okay, so it's not properly getting the difficulty manager in time or something like that. Why is that? It is actually properly. Okay, let's just apply and actually see. Does Game Manager Hub exist? It does not. So why is that? Resources, Game Manager Hub. Game Manager Hub. Load up. Okay, well that probably contributes to the fact that it's not loading. Try this again. I don't know, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it does, maybe it does. We'll just see. Because I think it should still find it because I really hope I haven't like spelling on one of these spots. That's the same. Yeah, still not liking it. Also still not seeing Game Manager Hub. Ah. This actually doesn't create it, it just references it. Okay. So instantiate. Yeah, this is actually okay. Public static Game Manager Hub instance. Yeah, private set. Good old standard. Then we make that equal to this. And instance dot game object. We are going to doesn't wrap these things. Destroy. It's a fucking object. Okay. So. Okay, there we go. No more errors. Sweet. But I'm not seeing it in here. That's kind of weird. Like, I should actually see it here, right? My game manager. A little bit weird. That gets instantiated, but it's not visually there. That is a bit strange. What about difficulty managers? Difficulty managers in here? Difficulty. No, okay, so that's definitely strange. Weird. Okay. So I think we've heard this probably well enough. Like, okay. So I've heard this. So this is working in the sense that okay. So like if I go to 3, click play. I see the hardest difficulty, right? Yeah. Okay. So it gets added. I just can't see it. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Don't destroy it on the. That's hilarious. So everything manages to initialize itself to the difficulty manager in time before I destroy it. Ooh, that's pretty funny. Okay, now I have game manager. Woot. I also refuse to have it have that clone name, so I'm gonna fix that. Boom, instance dot name equals that. Okay. All right, and I have like way less time to do the actual other part of the hub, but let's just make our character manager now. So just quickly do another little detour here. So we'll just hubs. So base manager hub over there. Game manager hub goes over there. Come on. Don't be so slow. Just moving forward. Level manager hub goes in the hubs folder. Then we're going to create another folder for really doesn't have to compile. I just move some level managers, and that's going to be code display, input manager, Morse code, all. What's this? That's a hub. What did I move into the hubs then? I thought I moved 3 things into the hubs. I don't know why Unity has to recompile each time I move the script around. Okay. I thought I set this so that it references auto refresh. Yeah. I don't understand. It just really wants to have a loading screen, I guess. But anyway, space manager. Then we're going to do this once more. Folder. Game managers. And that's what I'm going to put difficulty. Oh, base manager. He's fine to be there. Oh man, Unity. You let me. Great. C# script. And that is going to be called character manager. Expect this guy to be a lot more complex later in the game. Okay. So, but I'm drinking and ice cubes coming in my mouth, and that's I don't want to crunch them. All right. Anyways, so character manager using is open data. Bam, 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 bam. What? You had Visual Studio. You already. What are you doing, Unity? Well, why do you need two of you? One was enough. Okay. Character manager. Let's hold this, I guess. Okay. There's going to be a game manager. And then can I get it to just implement stuff? Implement. Cool. I actually don't know if I need. I guess I'm going to make the whole instance here again. At some point, I'm going to need to make the hubs actually control the referencing shenanigans, but I don't have the energy right now. I've already made all my manager hubs. So we'll cross that road and get a later stage. Instance, okay. So instance equals this. That's basically all I need to do here. I think. Yeah, for now. Again, the situation that this currently is definitely not what I'm going to end up using it mostly for. So this is play style. So third person or FPS. And then I'm going to make click class that is going to be character details. This is going to change drastically. Public space down. And then I'm going to make a public base character prefab. So we'll have something with that. Super basic right now. It's probably not going to stay at all this way. So then I'm going to have a public dictionary. I erase the systems. Okay, so using systems system.collections.generic. And then public dictionary of playstyle and character details. Key for that is definitely going to change at some point, but
The important part is have this a character library. Actually, I probably don't even want this to be public, honestly, so well, it's private. Public library equals. I'm just gonna have to have the underscore for that. Equals new at lamb. Okay. And it's got my character library. I got that. And then I will have, so this is the serialized portion. Okay, serialize. I don't have Unity, so using Unity and serialize field. See last field. Be a list of character details. Details serialized. So I'm just gonna make this, and then I'm gonna populate the dictionary one more time. Basically, that's the plan here. So then for each character details, cd in details serialized character library dash cd dot playstyle equals cd. Okay. So I've initialized that, and then what I want to do is have a public method void spawn player at location. And the location will be a transform. I guess I could make it also have that, but fine. I will make this so a vector 3 option with a quaternion rotation. And all this will do is call spawn player at location for point dot position point dot rotation. I guess I should do a little bit of null checking. So if point, say it okay. Most of the time it's going to be the thing I'm referencing, so it should be fine. And then if I do that, I need to have one other thing that is again temporary, but public play style current play style equals play style dot third person. Let's just make that default. Sure. Now character or actor details cd equals underscore character library. I should do a try get here instead. So if underscore character library dot try get value of current playstyle, comma out character details CD. So if I have value, then I'm going to also check and CD dot prefab. If it's not equal null, then we will spawn a person. And what will that person be? That person will be instantiate. Like code will be instantiating CD dot prefab, comma, at point with should just rotation, not rotation. And again, I refuse to have this have a clone name, so I'm just going to there. Instantiate them and call them play. I think that's basically what I need. Yeah, sounds good to me. Right. Okay. So there is some nuance in that I do need to have this called at like awake, and then this obviously needs to have instantiated before then. So let's just quickly go project settings and look at the script execution order. Do I have managers somewhere? I have difficulty manager up here, but I don't have base manager. Question is, do I need to make base manager hub the value? Does everything that's base manager hub inherit from that? Let's see. Okay. So if that's the case, then I need to make another thing, which no longer is in scripts, but is in like character, I guess. Great, insert script. Alrighty, and I'm gonna call this spawn character spawn point. And go like that. Quickly click. Right, now the only other thing I want to check here is just useless units plugged in. So base character. Okay. The thing I need to verify is for your references. This happens in update. This happens in update. That happens in awake. Any of this idle happens in start. Distance, that's all an enemy, navigation agent, kill player, C player, and have the navigation, and then this is on enable. So if I do everything in awake, should be fun. Okay. So character spawn point. I'm definitely gonna need create some like proper initiation order type stuff. We'll see how that works. Okay. It'll happen in time. The whole point of this thing is basically just to go void. It's just awake. And then I'm gonna go character manager dot instance dot spawn player location. That's one. Very, very simple little thingy. Okay. Character manager, save it. Okay, go to Unity. It's gonna recompile, even though I didn't tell it to, but that is fine. Okay. So then, where these players are, I am going to instead drop a create empty. And I'm going to call it spawn. Player spawn. Yeah, player spawn. Point. I'm going to quickly verify that it's actually. Okay, sweet. Yeah, it did it smartly. And that it's actually on there. Although I'll probably rotate it a little bit. And maybe just like bump it up that little bit more just so nothing funky happens. And then I'm gonna rotate it so that it's facing the terminal. But face it the other way. Maybe face it the other one. You don't really need to know about the terminal yet. It should be fine. Actually, wonder if the third person's gonna like the fact that I am spawning it at a name. So we'll see if it does. Besides that, what else am I doing? I am adding component for spawn character. I'm going to add a little thing here so that I can see spawn point, really clickable and stuff like that. And then I am going to disable this player. And let's see what happens. No player got spawned. Why is that? The Game Hub doesn't have a thingamabob, a character manager. That would be why. Okay. Resources. Game manager. Add character manager. Yeah. Third person there. I also want to open this up for a second. I want to make a empty child here, and I'm going to go difficulties and put these in there just for some little bit of organization. Okay.
Still no loading. Okay. Oh. Again, it's probably because it can't find a character. So I define no characters. And to do that, I need to make sure that this is actually system dot serializable. Oh, never remember to do that. And now this should now show up in my manager here by scripts. And I go to prefabs. I'll have that open. I want to create two of these. One third person, one first person. Player top down is the third person. And then player. Just rename these properly. Player, FPS player. Player. I guess top down's fine. Okay, yeah, so I got my third person. Yeah, okay, got it. Okay, yeah, it does not like being at a weird angle. So let's fix that at least for top down. Basically, when top down comes into existence, I am going to take its transform dot rotation and make it equal to Quaternion dot identity, which is not rotation, so that it does not do that. Okay, doesn't fix it. Do not compile code. Oh yeah, no, did compile. Fair enough. All right. There we go. So third person now works just as it used to. And stuff like that's fine. Just want to check all that. Yeah, those are aligned. Okay, cool. And then all I need to do, hypothetically, is go to my resources here, game manager, change the playstyle to FPS, click play. And boom. Now playing in first person. Sweet. Okay. Now, what else to finish this up is we need to go into our scenes. I need to go to menu. I need to open this thing up. Preview. Okay. And then I'm going to basically duplicate this. I'm going to move it up a little bit, not widen it. I want to move it up, up. I'm going to call, so this is set perspective. Perspective And I'm going to duplicate this container. Just put it down here. Still call it printer. Really should just put these things in here. That should be one, two. Container, move it up again. I only need 2 buttons so that you two can just go away. I can also then I'm not controlling their size, so let's just go into both of you, go width. Let's go like 120 at least. Okay, no, let's go like 200. Maybe 120 would be nice because then it'll be, what is it, 130 to be equal to that? Oh, it's 140. 140 to be equal to, let's do. Okay, so then make this up, down. It's not going to fit, is it? Okay, so we will just, I guess, default to third or first. This is the first one I'll say. Let's put, yeah, it's not first, yeah, so I'll just, we'll just say first or second, first or third. Or third. And container toggle group. I added like a difficulty toggle. Okay, so let's go duplicate and call this perspective toggle. I missed the E there. Toggle. And actually, I want to copy the text there, go here, there, right that, and then toggle if value. I will change something there, and then what's the rest of this? Okay, so then we're renaming this to character manager dot play style. And then this will be character manager dot instance dot play style equals play style. Like this. Not you need them. Ooh, okay. And then I'm going to copy this. But in the beginning, if we equal this, so we get the toggle, and then why is this needed then? I don't think this actually needs to be a. I think I was just trying to figure out why it was not working before, but I think that should be fine. Let's just change the other one too. Because yeah, there's no actual thing anymore. So just move that, and then forth. Okay, sweet. So then perspective toggle. Yeah, okay. So just rebuild this. And then this, so green, orange, sure, you know, it doesn't really matter. This is the main thing I need to do here is I go to this thing, I go remove component, I go add perspective toggle. And that one can be third. This one should be FPS. Third. Okay. And then let's save that. Build. VDF. Should this be different toggle groups? Why is this stopping? Oh, because these guys have a toggle group. But they're referencing this one. And those guys should be referencing this one. I am so confused why. Is it, oh, it's just literally clicking anything. It's so weird. So that turns it on, but like that. No, that doesn't turn it off, but it does change its color. Why? Why, Unity? Tell me why. Why does that change the color? Why can I press it again now? Why did Unity toggle so strange? This should be. Wait, so am I supposed to use this graphic instead of that one? That's probably what's supposed to be happening here. Okay, so it's. Whew, okay. Let's see if that happens. So now they're disabled. Why are you like this? Why did none? Does it actually like turn the image? No, does it turn the image off? What? How? I am so confused what Unity is doing here. So fade. What happens if I do none? I'm just so baffled by how this system is supposed to be working. Can you like pick a toggle that like acts like one toggle that like a normal person would expect to work? Like, okay, so there's the defaults. Then graphic. Like really that hard to like, you know, create like a tab thing that like stays on whatever is on, right? Like shouldn't it like stay on? Or is it that the idea that the okay, maybe okay, let's just try this once more. So graphic fade. Okay. We do we do we do okay. And then yeah, same thing, poop, and same thing, two. Okay, so what if this guy color was this? This guy's got what's this? And before I do the rest, I'm just gonna see. Maybe it is that this is how it expects to be. And it still turns it like off. Oh, is it expecting like a different thing to turn on and off? Is that kind of what it's expecting to do? That's probably what it's doing. Yeah, because you see how this one's on? Okay, so. Whew. How do I make this work in the fastest way possible? I basically duplicate all of them. I take this, I use that, I remove all of these. And I throw this as a child here. I delete the text. I go EG, and then I go Alt Shift this, and then I then take this, and instead of referencing that, I reference that. Okay. I'm gonna duplicate this and throw it in here instead of these things because I feel like that's easier. Yeah. Got this with color. VG this. No, VG that, and then I go this. Oop, okay. Let's just put this. So duplicate in all of these. And then I will put them all together. I will do that. And then I also want to put them behind the text. Behind the text. And the text. Behind the text. Behind the text. Okay. And then we one by one go copy this. Bam. Bam. Take this color. I think that's already the color, so let's just continue on. This color. Copy. Here. Paste. To this color. Copy. Paste. Okay, and then simply hit this. I'll make this like a yellow. Copy that and I'll paste it here. Bam. So then this one, I just need to copy this. Paste. 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 And then this one will be actually red. Actually make it real red. Like a pink red. And then here, paste. And then for the rest of these go bam and bam. Okay. So now I have that. Let's see if that works. Good. So as well, let's just go through all of these quickly. I want to make them not clickable, so no raycast targeting. Not maskable either. Okay, that's cool. And then again, BG, 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 BG. Okay. Save. God, it's got painful setup. So why is this one not working? X, BG1. This one is on. This one is supposedly not. But it's not showing up as disabled. I wonder if I can just go dot is on now. I think I need to go is on equals this, right? I could maybe just go. So now I don't need to care about select. The select actually was the wrong thing to pay attention to. No, doesn't matter, seemingly. Do have, yeah, is FPS. Oh, the normal color here is actually that, and then so is that. Okay, that was my issue, is that the normal color was actually the same highlight color, which obviously does not work out very well when you want it to go. Okay, it finally makes sense. Okay, well, I got it working. I just want to make this visual, this screen a little bit nicer. Just, I know, I'm going so far over time, and I'm just doing stupid stuff basically now, but that's kind of what I do. I do all this thing. That's fine. Just 50. Better travel incoming. Cool. Then I'm going to take perspective. This. I'm going to take you guys a little ride up here. And then I'm going to take play and quit. A little further down. And then I'm probably going to make it so that these guys are a little bit bigger. How wide are these buttons again? 60. Okay, so let's make both of these guys 60 tall. And then let's make them twice, maybe as wide as. I could just make them one after another. Sure. Do I do Yeah, let's just do them one after another. So then the whole width would be, these are 14 to 300, I believe. Let's see if my math right. Haha, I think. Yeah, pretty sure that's good. The quote will be like further down. So quote will be down here. Play will be okay. You know what? I'm gonna make play even bigger because I want you to play. I don't want you to put out. I want you to notice this button. 100, and then let's also make it like 450, and then maybe a little bit more. And make the text play bigger. Play. And you can also maybe make the color. It's fun. There you go. That's all I'm gonna do. Yeah. Title apply. Now let's just verify that I spent all this time fiddling around with these toggles. It actually means something. So let's go first player. So what does the resource say right now? Game manager. So it's first player by default. So if I actually go and go third player, and then I go play. Yeah, third player. Sweet. And if I go quit, should actually make quit go to the menu. That's actually, I just like, I'm allergic to stopping things, I think. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make quit go to the menu again. Where are you? Just seen HUD. In-game info screen. Set to menu, load scene, menu. Maybe I'll go into here and I'll go into this guy and then I'll go into quit. I'll just rename it to menu. Menu. And then I don't know why I insisted that this whole thing be text brush pro. I feel like that's something I'm just gonna now need to remove later, but that is definitely not something I care about today. Gameplay. No, it's not gameplay. You're anything this thing. And in-game info screen. I need to reload. Get the function show up. All right, in-game info. Menu. All right, sweet. Now if I maybe I should make the font like this. You get like in first person, it's like your face and Nothing. Respawn point. So negative 90. Space like that. Maybe stand a little bit back. Okay. And then and the thing I was actually going to test. Is this is actually supposed to just that my mouse is no mouse isn't there. Obviously I can't click on them to start. Or anything if oh god, it never ends. Okay. What does the terminal screen do? Terminal screen. Okay, so it has a thing. It does that. It doesn't. Okay. This doesn't actually change that. I thought my screens did something. Or is it in like the HUD? Was the base? Yeah, the HUD. No, it doesn't do anything either. I could have sworn I had a thing to control the, like, I guess maybe because I was pressing escape that it would naturally just do that, but it wasn't. Where is FPS character? So that must be a FPS character. Um, so I guess I don't really want to block them with that, but ooh. Okay, I gotta keep that. Okay. You know what I might do? So I'm gonna probably make it so that it'll do this way. Instead of doing this in that, I'm gonna do it in HUD. You don't need the thing in here. If input blocked, and this is on update, and then I'll do an override of on leave, and I will set it to the opposite. True. And cursor lock mode dot define. Let's see if that works. No, because it's followed as a transition, so it's not doing it there. Make it a quick little bool. Private. Bool. I don't actually have state in this thing, right? Like, current, because on leave it's called like in the here, if I push new screen, if there's the top one, it calls on leave, but then it transforms them and it doesn't actually disable the screen unless there's like an on push. I think or I think like the day style does that. Maybe. Yeah. Let's just go back to HUD. Okay, is active screen. I'll just make it this way. False. Then override on push, and then override on turn, and then I also just override pop. Oops. Pop typically, I think. I don't know, I would still maintain that. Okay, so in that case, we'll just, we'll make this to this, and then is active screen equals false. And then is active screen equals false. And then these ones will set it back to true. True. And true. And then if active screen and hopefully, please, 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 this one. Okay, so no thing. Why? Why do you do this to me? This character? Yes, that's not what you're doing it. Um, because when I go like this, how does the fish could be disabled? So if it's disabled, then why don't I just go, instead of doing all this, go override, I just undisable. So void disable. I wonder, wait, hope it actually recompiled. It might not have been compiled. How stupid though that it'll do this whole like thing and not actually reload scripts. Okay, no, I don't want to play right now. I want to get the code to compile. Something else must be saying this, right? And shift F and all. HUD, yes. Only time cursor lock state is found. What about cursor visible? Shift F, find all. HUD, character F, yes. Why? Why does he need to do this to me? Is it like because I just click play focused? I can see like my when I go Q, it briefly shows up sometimes. Why is it that when I click on it, the screen, it just disappears? I'm not even playing focused. I don't know, Unity's going some crack here. I'm not entirely sure what's happening there. Yeah, it just kind of means that, like, unfortunately, people that are playing first person are kind of boned in that, unless it's like, what if I just quick build and run? I'll see if it persists in the build. Because it might just be Unity being stupid. just build a mech version of it. All right, you know what? I'm gonna call this stream. It's been 2-something hours that I've been left. 2 hours and 46 minutes. I think so. My brain's dead. I'll try building and seeing if I fix it offline, but I think this is the good time to call it. We did get a decent amount done. We got the whole player character changing and a few other things that, like the Morse code changing and all that stuff. So besides the button not clicking, I think we're pretty good shape to get to the next playtest stage. So look forward to that in the future. Thanks for watching if you are, and I'll see you in the next one.